Ready or Not offers you not only different armor setups, but also the option to change the armor material. But what's the difference between them? All of this and more in the short Ready or Not guide. You have 3 different armor types in the game: the anti-stab vest, light armor, and heavy armor. The main difference between them is appearance, utility slot, and armor coverage, but not the protection itself. The anti-stab vest does not provide any protection whatsoever. It will allow you to pick the armor material, but the only option is no coverage, and you will see that in your HUD on the bottom left. The main reason to use this setup is for the 15 utility slots, or the roleplay value. Light armor provides front and back plates, as well as 13 utility slots. You'll also have the option to run the front plate only, or to remove the armor altogether, which would ultimately defeat the point of selecting any armor other than the basic vest. Armor only protects the areas that it covers, meaning that if you're shot under the arms or in the limbs while wearing light armor, then you will take damage and potentially get a bleed. Heavy armor is a good alternative, as it gives the option to add armor to the sides of the torso, as well as shoulder pads, while offering 11 utility slots. The coverage on the armor would be great if enemies in this game didn't always shoot you in the legs, or summon their inner John Wick and one-tap you in the face.
Okay.
Talk to entity team. Talk to element.
There currently aren't any options for leg armor, and likely never will be, as various NPCs throughout the game will shout things like, "Go for their legs," and your SWAT team's armor setup is even noted by the suspect in the Ridgeline map. Kevlar is the lightest, but provides the least durability and only provides protection against pistol caliber rounds. Ceramic is a good middle ground, as it provides nearly instant mobility and protection against rifle caliber rounds, unlike Kevlar. Steel offers the greatest durability and protection against all rounds, with the trade-off that your movement will have a noticeable delay, and you will also run the risk of damage from spalling when you are hit. It doesn't look like you take damage from the spall itself, but anyone standing near you will take damage when you or anyone else wearing steel armor is hit. I've had a few runs where I had a small friendly fire penalty, despite never hearing a voice line about friendly fire during the run. After doing these tests, I believe that the spall from the steel armor getting hit is the culprit. You'll know when someone is wearing steel, as there are bright sparks coming off of them when they are hit, just like ricochets when they occur in the game. On the other hand, there will only be a small puff of smoke if they are wearing Kevlar or ceramic, and obviously blood if the bullet penetrates. In my opinion, I find the inertial penalty to be too annoying when you're already slow enough in this game, but I'm sure that if you used it a lot, you'd get used to it over time. You could also reduce the armor coverage to mitigate the speed penalty, but then again, I find that just belays the point of actually picking heavier armor. Relying on armor is a game of chance, as enemies will often just go for the limbs or headshots. Remember, good tactics beats a meta kit every day of the week.